All right, we are live.
Woo!
So
Uh,
I'm kind of shooting from the hip here, coming up with things off the top of my head to help you out and stuff. But first, like for anyone watching this in the future or whatever, slight or a quick disclaimer: like we took that 15-day challenge, right? It
oh yeah.
basically it gives you the knowledge to be able to run your own business if that's something you want to do in the future. Um, it basically sets you up, gives you everything. Holds your hand like the whole entire time of the whole process. It gives you so much knowledge within it that like you could be set to create your own business and things like that. And it helps you create that profitable online business if you're looking for that. Um, and definitely like there are some things afterwards that like the reason why I'm doing this and the reason why I want to do this a little more often and getting people on here is because I really enjoy helping people. We're doing this for free and I couldn't I don't want to charge people to have like help them with something that's like not really that hard or anything. It's just some little things that we can learn. Um,
Oh yeah.
And so that's basically what we'll be talking about on here is just like some little tweaks here and there, um, and things like that, and some possible ways to grow. Um, so I don't know if you've seen the. So this is one big thing that's kind of affected me with the whole social media stuff and promoting the 15-day challenge, things like that. But Dave sent out an email, a pretty big email. Um,
Yeah, the not showing commissions in the background anymore and stuff. That type
yeah,
of
so
stuff.
it wasn't specifically not showing your commissions, but it was more for like don't show the screenshots. So people will
Right.
take screenshots of their back office to use for future videos. So basically, a picture of your old income and
Uh,
video it on their like TikToks and stuff. So that's what he was addressing there was don't take pictures of your old income streams and use them in future videos. That's a no. That's a bad thing. So
yeah, no.
yeah, they just want you to like just if you do show the back office and your income, just show what's like current, like the live, like current stuff. Um,
Right.
yeah. So, and then he goes over things like the disclaimers and like it's not a get rich quick scheme, things like that. Like I'm sure you read the whole thing and everything. So, um,
Yeah.
an example of the whole like disclaimer stuff and it's like now you can't put how to make money online. You have to because like the majority of people that do take the challenge will give up because they don't get that instant gratification with like making the money and stuff. And like we both know, it takes time to make it
Oh
work.
yeah.
And
Yeah. I'm in a month and a half, almost 2 months now, and still putting my nose to the grind, learning as much as I can.
yeah,
It's definitely not easy. It's not a get rich quick thing. You
hmm
definitely have to put your nose to the grind.
exactly. And it's all about hard work. That's what tends to get people to think it's a scam is like they don't see that instant gratification and they quickly give up within the first week and say, "Oh, it's a whole scam and everything," um, and it's pretty frustrating at times when people continue to say that and stuff. When even when you have videos that like for me, for example, I've done videos where I've told people like it's not a scam. You unfortunately have ran into actual scammers in the past, or
Yeah.
you took this opportunity thinking it was a get rich quick scheme, but you weren't patient, so you gave up and called it a scam. And so,
Well, I mean, if you think about it, everything online nowadays is just so full of, pardon my French, crap. So, like, I don't
yeah,
blame them for not trusting it. But the results are unbelievable if you actually put your nose to the grind and work. Like Amazon has the affiliate, Walmart, Under Armour. So all you have to do is create a funnel for all those different products, and then you're just now making bank on it. You don't have to promote just the Legendary Marketer stuff. It's
Exactly.
everything is affiliate marketing. Legendary Marketer just teaches you how to be an affiliate marketer, not, you know, I'm going
Hmm.
to sell you this course. Now you can resell this course for bigger money. It teaches you how to run ads and everything online. So you're not just getting to promote Legendary Marketer, you're promoting everybody else now because you learn about
Exactly.
the software to promote everybody else now.
Hmm.
Uh, hon-
Exactly.
Honestly, when I was doing the Amazon thing, I tried the freeway. I doubted it. I saw the 7 day business challenge. I doubted it. I was like, no way. I saw the math and I was like, no. So I did the links on Amazon, posted them on Facebook. I made 64 cents in a month doing just that.
Hmm.
So that's when I decided to up my game and try high ticket affiliate marketing, taking the 7 day business builder challenge. And for the money that I spent, I learned more than what I got, and it was all in coordinated spots. So there's no more of the hassle of, oh, how do I become an affiliate marketer on YouTube, and just start going with all these money shooting gurus.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, that's one of the things I really enjoy about the company is like it teaches you how to pretty much do all that for anything in general. Like you said, you gave the example for like YouTube, like that
yeah,
kind of reminds me of like if you were to become an affiliate for something else or do like the business side of things for something else, you got to look up separately for like how to do that. Whereas like with Legendary, they're really more generalized and teaching you how to do it with like anything basically is um, they they teach you in a pretty simple way to where anyone can like understand it, which is I think is really cool. Um,
oh yeah. I'm
and
not a college graduate. I'm not a high school graduate. No tech background at all. I'm a welder, so like
mhm,
this definitely was a big career change, and me doing this was like it was very easy to learn from
yeah,
because of Legendary Marketer. Like
yeah,
I give them a lot of props for that.
yeah. It's all step by step stuff. Like they don't really leave out anything at all.
Nope.
And the 15-day challenge alone, so much info. Like sometimes it's in like information overload, which isn't a bad thing.
Oh no.
That means it has a ton of value. And there were times where I had to look back at the videos again, but that, like I said, that's not a bad thing at all.
I
So,
mean, you gotta think people are paying thousands for these college books and stuff. Where this $7 course, or even if you spend a little extra money, even if you buy the higher valued courses, those are courses that are beyond value. You're paying what, $1,000 for a book that you're going to read once and then throw it away after college,
mhm,
paying $7 for a course that you will now have forever and gives you a bunch of information on how to do things properly. I mean, to me, that's a fair trade. Even just buying a book, just a basic book,
mhm.
that's a $30 book that now I've read once and probably won't read again. Like, let's be honest here, most of us aren't putting that type of drive behind what they want.
Yeah, I mean, you just gave a really good example there. Like, I did college for a year, quickly realized college wasn't for me. Like, I knew I just hated school so much. I did graduate from high school, but that was I just did not like school. But at the time in high school, I was the most excited person in my class to be able to go to college, to be able to do what I want to do. Um, then first semester came around. The thing I thought I wanted to do wasn't the thing I wanted to do at all, and just so
Yeah.
the whole like year was a struggle. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take at least a year off, figure out what I want to do with myself. And so now it's been 2 years, and still haven't even thought about, like, I've decided I don't want to go to do all that. I mean, I'm already we're starting the career path towards like that, like,
Something bigger.
yeah,
I mean, I was trying to go to college for an MBA, and up here in Colorado, it was valued at $70,000. So that's me trying to go to school for an MBA. This what I'm doing right now is basically business in general. So like I basically skipped all of those steps and just started an actual business now.
yeah,
Like with all my funnels and everything, it's definitely worth skipping the college. Like I right now I'm trying to promote not going to college because look at the math. 90%, 80 to 90% of people drop out of college now. It's
yeah,
overpriced. It's not fun anymore. It's COVID's going on. So what's the point? Everything's online. So now
yeah. I
let's
mean,
go ahead.
um, so I don't know if you're familiar with Gary Vee,
Oh yeah.
but
Oh yeah.
yeah, I watch him every day, and one of the things I heard recently that he was talking about actually was college. Like, back when it first became a thing, was a big thing. Like, that was the thing you had to do if you wanted to become successful at that time. And you can compare it to like internet. Like, so with like internet's the next big thing. He was basically saying that like now college isn't gonna be the thing. Internet's replacing that, and you could just simply Google stuff and make whatever you Google a career without going to college. So things like that. So he was basically saying that like he thinks college is gonna uh, basically end. Like, it's not gonna be the big thing anymore. Which I can
Oh
already kind of see it. Like, I mean, look at us. We're not in
yeah.
college.
I mean, even without college, there's already trade school. So I mean, trade school isn't college. As a welder, I had to get my welding certificates from a trade school. So I didn't do college, but I still have certificates that gave me the ability to make. I was making about $70,000 a year before COVID struck and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I quit that type of job to start doing this, and I don't regret it. This has actually been the best thing that I've done for myself, you know. It,
Hmm.
I, college isn't worth it. Jobs aren't worth it anymore. I mean, with COVID, the only way to do things now is online.
Yeah.
Why not? Why? I mean, even if it's, I don't support drop shipping, but even if you start doing a drop shipping store, you got to do something online.
Yeah.
You just got to.
Yeah. I mean, you're also the perfect example of like not being in the mindset of getting rich quick. Like,
Oh
if
yeah,
you
no,
were in that if you were in that mindset, you'd be gone a month ago.
oh yeah, no, man. Like, I know it's not. I know I'm not gonna get rich quick. You know, I'm promoting myself, and I know it's gonna take time because I'm building a brand for myself. I'm trying to
Yeah.
make myself into something. Uh, and even if the legendary marketer course isn't selling, I'm not just marketing that, you know. Like I said, the legendary marketer course doesn't just teach you to market that. So there's other ways of income. So I'm actually also marketing Discord as well. I work in a stock Discord, so I'm marketing for a stock Discord to help build them into a seven-figure business. So those are the type of skills that the 7 day business the $7 15-day business builder challenge gave me. You know, I wouldn't have
That's
been
really
able to do
cool.
that without that type of course.
Dang. Well, that's really cool. I mean, it's definitely also, I have tons of ideas in my head now after taking the challenge and everything, and even purchasing all the extra stuff beyond the challenge,
Oh yeah.
of things that I can start as side incomes or side businesses. Like, for example, personal training. Once I get my certification in personal training, that was my original plan to become self-employed, was to get the certification, find some way that I can make an online business with that and help people all around the world with personal training, health side of things, and all that. Um, and so this is perfect. Like, so my main focus is legendary and doing the affiliate side of things with that. And I actually finally, after, due to COVID, I lost my job and um, was forced to live with family. Moved to from the state that I was in at the time to back into Alaska, where I'm from. And since March, my girlfriend and I have lived with family, and now last week actually we just moved into our own place again. So it feels so great, and it is like thanks to like Legendary. And I told myself, once I get in here and I don't have anyone in the household to like distract me, I'm gonna force like dedicate time to start working on the side income streams, like the other income streams that I have or that I could do. So
Well,
I'm gonna get into paid ads and things like that. Working towards that whole passive income thing for sure.
oh yeah, have you heard of Faceless YouTube? I highly suggest that. If you were to take your ClickBank affiliate uh, code and put it in a Faceless YouTube channel using like what I do is make Serene sound music. So basically,
Uh-huh.
I use a free software to make videos and the free YouTube music to make videos and post them on YouTube. And they're like an hour and a half long each. And what you do is put your ClickBank affiliate code in there at
Mhm.
the in the description. So on top of your affiliate income, like if people click that, you get paid.
Yeah.
You're also getting YouTube automation income for people watching your video. Theoretically, people would fall asleep to a serene sound, rain music, stuff like that. So now you're getting paid for YouTube ads on top of it. So that's
Yeah,
another passive income idea.
I've heard of that actually. I It's kind of funny. I was actually thinking of that actually because I saw a video of someone making it work with just that.
Oh
Um,
yeah, no, I mean it's another one of those like it takes time because you are
yeah.
building something and you got to think of all your competition. But if
Mhm.
you were to start saying uploading a video a day with your affiliate link of like the Serene Music stuff, because they have that, the Sacred Sound Music on ClickBank. If you were to do that and start uploading a video every single day, there's 365 days in the year. You'd
Yeah.
have 365 videos online. Even if you weren't to do that, you still have a good amount of videos online that could be making ad revenue. It's better to be a creator than a consumer at that point,
Yeah.
just so that you're getting it out there.
Yeah. It's funny because I think it was yesterday. I don't know why, but I started thinking of that specifically, like, and
Oh yeah.
starting that on the side sometime. So it's kind of funny how you bring that up now, because I was thinking of that video of the like whoever it was teaching that and how to do that. So now that you're saying it, like I'm gonna definitely like look into that for sure. Um,
Oh yeah. If you want, I can send you the link that showed me how to basically do it. Like it showed me the free video software and how to basically do everything. So I'm
yeah,
sure you can pick it up real quick.
that'd be awesome if you can. Um,
Oh yeah, man.
yeah. So see, like there's just like endless ways you can make additional
Passive
income.
income.
Yeah,
Yeah, like for
exactly.
real.
So I'm excited to get like started on the whole side income stuff, and right now I'm just relying on Legendary, so it'll be nice for me to have something on the side just in case. You never know what can happen. So
Oh yeah. I'm hoping to start making sales soon and get conversions on Legendary so that way I could like full time support the entrepreneur life because I am doing the stock market, but like I'd rather be a full time affiliate marketer than in the stock market.
yeah,
So I mean that being said, I love teaching people to make passive income and stuff. Like I mean, me and you right now, like that was just some breakthrough type stuff right there, man. And
yeah,
that's stuff that gurus charge $997 for right there.
yeah. It's ridiculous. Those are those people that just want it for the money.
Yep.
Um, and like again, like I'm doing these lives, so like because we just gave some like really good value, and we did it for
Yeah,
free.
dude. Yeah,
So
that stuff that's some serious. If you should plug in the link that I send you so that way they can also see the video of the
yeah,
YouTube automation stuff. Is like it's 2021 almost. The age of working is over, I think, It's time to help free people from their 9 to 5s. Even if you want to work 9 to 5, just start making passive income. Stop struggling. Bills
Yeah.
shouldn't be a struggle anymore.
Exactly.
There's so many ways.
Yeah, I remember struggling so bad, like right before COVID happened. I was working a job. I was even working 15-hour days, and that wasn't cutting it at all for me.
Oh yeah, dude.
Struggling
I
each
feel that.
paycheck. It was tough. So I'm like very thankful for this. I'm able to make all the payments I need to make while saving extra money for just in case. Um, and that's
Yeah,
just
no.
again, that goes back to the constant grind and hard work that you have to do. It's not going to come overnight. Like anyone watching this is not, again, get rich quick. That's not what it is. Get that out of your head. If
Oh
you think
yeah.
that's what this is, get off this video. This is not for you.
Oh yeah.
So
The YouTube thing, I don't expect that to pay out for at least a year or two, theoretically. Like you have to. What I'm doing is planning a 10-year plan, or even a 5-year plan. It's
yeah,
not going to happen overnight. 10 million people aren't going to watch your video overnight. It's going to be a slow video or a slow process to build up those videos. Or even like if you're affiliate marketing on TikTok, it's going to be a minute before you get the 10 million subscribers or something, to be
yeah,
watching your videos.
yeah,
It's definitely not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a minute, and it's better to start the process now than in 5 years from now being me regretting not doing stuff at 18. Like I'm 21, I regret not doing anything at 18. So you don't want to be in my position where you're regretting a whole bunch of stuff, being like, I should have done all this at 18 years old, and now doing it at 21, watching everybody else who's younger than you now make a lot more money, you know? And that's for the older people who are now 40, 50, who think that affiliate marketing is not for them. Like, there's this like group of people, there's more millionaire entrepreneurs that are under 30 than there have been ever.
yeah,
What I mean, now it's just now's the time to start doing stuff.
yeah. Now's the
Including
easiest time ever. Like, especially with
yeah.
TikTok. Like, that's a whole nother like thing we're about to get into. TikTok is insane. I mean,
Oh,
I am just so mind blown by it. I currently, I believe, I have 22,000 followers on there. I've never
nice.
had anything near that amount of people following me on anything ever.
Oh
So,
yeah, I'm at 1,500 and feeling like super like antsy and grateful. Like trust me, I feel it's definitely a process to start. And
yeah,
a lot of these people are thinking like, oh, I'm gonna blow up on TikTok overnight. Oh, I'm gonna blow up on Facebook overnight. Oh, I just gotta send this link to my friend. I'll get $1 million overnight. It's not gonna happen. Like
yeah.
you've been affiliate marketing for like what, 2 to 3 months now, 4 months now.
It's been just over 3 months now.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm in a month and a half, so I mean, definitely it takes time to start making the serious bank. And you got to think you're making the money you're making now. What's the next 4 months going to be like? In 4 months,
Yeah,
you're going to be what, doubling your money, tripling your money, and that's the skills that you're going to learn from doing anything that we do. Like even if you don't take the course, follow this man. He'll show you how to do. This man, he'll show you how to do stuff for free on his TikTok. Or I also start showing stuff on for free on TikTok too.
yeah,
Uh, it's an endless supply of resources, especially for us newer affiliate marketers like you and me. Like we're giving out the information for free compared to these guys, these gurus that are making you pay just like $9.97 just to have a one-on-one meeting with their business advisor type thing. Like not
yeah.
even that. For $7, you get to meet with an actual business advisor with Legendary Marketer. Like
With
I
all
was
that
almost,
info, like,
yeah, with all that info like on top of it. Like I legit almost entered and took out a PayPal loan because of a guru online was saying that I'd get all the information. Like I was this close. Like I
oh
got
no,
denied for the loan. thankfully, like it was a miracle.
Yeah.
So like, and then I stumbled across the 7-day business builder challenge, or the 15-day business builder challenge, and it's definitely worth the money. I think honestly, I haven't taken the other course. I probably will never. But if I had the money to take it and compare it, I would, just to show you guys that the information comparison is probably the same. You know, the $7 versus the $9.97, you'll probably get the, if not the exact same information.
Yeah. I mean, really, what any of the other like with anything actually, it's just more of that whole like hand holding thing deal. Like, if you don't want to spend days Googling stuff to learn how to do things, like this is the stuff that like you want to know. Like this is the stuff that will just like it is like step by step on how to do everything, and then anything after like the 15-day challenge is even more hand holding, like step by step stuff. Like if you need more help. So
Well, what I tell people is, how fast do you want your business? Do you want to? There's the 3 different tiers: the 25, 5,000, and 10,000, right? So I'm like, how fast do you want your business? Do you want it to be 10? If you invest $10,000, obviously you're going to get more information and build your business faster than with $7. This is a business you're talking about. I'm not going to go open a clothing store and offer them $5. Be like, hey, can I rent this whole building out, all this space, and sell all this product for only $5? It's how much you want to invest in yourself. I personally invested a couple $100. You know, that's all I could afford because I also lost my job due to COVID.
mm-hmm.
I don't regret spending a single penny of that money. I'm like, I still don't have a job and I'm relying on just stocks and this. So like, I don't regret spending a single dollar. And if you were in my position, you'd see how valuable money is, theoretically. Like, I mean, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I tell people that it's how fast you want to build yourself. Do you feel like you're worth $2,500 worth of a business? Because that's what you'll get. You'll get $2,500 worth of business plans and how to start. And then from there, you can scale it up to a 7-figure business. The more you invest, the less time it will take for you to scale up to a 7-figure business. Or, you know, get the mindset to scale to a 7-figure business. Again, this isn't just for Legendary Marketer. You learn to affiliate for everybody. Now you're getting that everything for everybody. And that's what I think is really great about them, is they give you that option to expand further and invest more into yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely relate to you. Like, again, like we were both unemployed due to COVID. I had only a certain amount of money. I ran into, so kind of backtracking really quick, I did run into Legendary Marketer 2 years ago. I was in college actually at the time, 19 years old. Really naive actually. I was in it for the like money, making money quick, like that guy. And basically, what happened was I took it, did the whole 15 days. I quit within the week because I was in it to get that instant gratification to make money quick. Well, also, I told people what I was doing, and they told me it was a scam and like this is too good to be true type thing, and that also demotivated me and was like, oh, okay, stick with school, see what happens, like basically. And so I came back into it 3 months ago because someone that I actually went to high school with, and someone that I went to high school with was making it work for themselves, which is crazy because when I saw that, I was like, there's no way, like, am I seeing things? Like, this is the same thing 2 years ago. What's the odds of that? And so I jumped right back into it. I was like, I'm gonna do whatever I possibly can to make this work because there's proof. Like, someone I know is making it. So I already have had the challenge because I invested $7 2 years ago. So I luckily had that. Yeah, and but I restarted the whole thing. So I went into it. I had a new advisor who was a whole lot like easier to work with for sure. So he helped me a ton. And at the time when I first got to that page where it offers those higher end products, I was like, I can't. I don't. I just lost my job. I don't have any kind of income at all. Like I
Oh
just
yeah.
can't buy these 2,500 plus products. So um, so yeah, I couldn't do it at the time, and basically what my advisor said was, okay, get on TikTok. And I was like,
Yeah.
get on TikTok? Like, what do you mean? And he was like, start making 3 to 4 videos every single day on TikTok promoting this, and you can save that way, and if you want, you can buy that product. So
Yep.
then, and keep in mind, like I was someone that thought TikTok was incredibly dumb. I thought it was just that dancing platform for kids to just get
Dance
recognized
on.
that way. Yeah, and
Yeah.
so I was like, oh my god, I would refuse my nieces and nephews from doing any TikTok they'd ask me to. So I just hated it, and at the time I didn't even care if TikTok left. Now I'm like, oh, I don't want TikTok to leave ever. Like it's
Yeah.
helped me so much on the business side of things.
It's
So
it's a very good marketing tool.
yeah, and actually now going back to the whole like um, side of how fast do you want your business stuff that you mentioned. I ended up getting a grant at the time of me taking the challenge, um, and so I had the choice. I just had enough for the
Oh,
$2,500
nice.
product, so I had a choice of going completely all in and having full on confidence in myself that I can make that back at some point, or I could just save that money and try to live off of that. So um, I debated it so hard. I told absolutely nobody. I went all in on that, and I did end up getting that. Um, and like yeah, so going back to like how much you want things to help you speed up the process type stuff. Um, it has a ton of value. I haven't implemented anything that I've learned from that yet, just mostly because the whole living situation that we've been in, like I just couldn't dedicate like
The
a ton
time.
of hours in
Right.
because of how much distractions were in the house and so many people, things like that. So, but I do have the tools now to kind of fast track the business even
Yeah.
more. Um, but like, I'm also a good example of like, if I just invested the $7, I could still be where I'm at right now, because I didn't implement anything from the blueprints at all yet. So
Right.
that's also what's kind of excites me now that we live in our own places. I can implement that stuff now, and it can. I don't know. I just can't imagine what I'll be at like months down the road by now. I mean, for any
Exactly.
and so
Yeah. Well,
um,
as soon as I start making money, I'm buying the 25, or as much money as I spend as I can.
yeah,
Whatever comes first. Obviously, if I can get the 5,000 to 10,000, I would. But
mhm.
honestly, I think the $2,500 one is the perfect medium to really get started. To just
Oh, I could,
invest in yourself
yeah.
and get going.
I could tell you right now, I don't regret that decision at all. Um, Even going all in and having completely nothing afterwards, like it's so much info, ton of information overload that I'm gonna definitely have to rewatch again. And everything, the whole training, like you do a whole live training with Matt and stuff, and it's
Okay.
crazy. There's so much in there, and basically what it is a way to make your business a passive income. Like is what it is. I mean, it's literally called the blueprints, and
Right.
so yeah,
So no, it's like you get a copy and paste their strategies, and then it's more effective that way. They give you actually more and more strategies to help market you better and stuff
exactly,
like that.
exactly. That's exactly what it is. They hand you everything you need to know, is what it is. So I'm excited to like get started on that. Hopefully next week, actually. So now that we've got
Oh, yeah.
everything situated here, but going back to TikTok, if like, yeah, TikTok is insane for growth. It definitely takes time. Like for me, for example, it took me at least 2 weeks to finally see any traction with anything. Like even with TikTok, even with how fast that platform grows and helps you grow, I didn't start seeing good views until 2 weeks later, um, or maybe even a month. I can't exactly remember, but that was just me constantly grinding at doing. First, I started off with, I believe, 2 or 3 videos a day. Now I'm at 4 videos every single day. Um, and it's kind of weird, but it's gotten a lot easier the more that I've been doing this. Like a
Right.
lot easier. I was the type of person that did not like to be on camera or anything like that. Now it's just as easy as me thinking of like a topic to talk about, pulling out the phone and doing it really quick and taking 10 minutes and then I'm done. Like,
Yep.
so
You're making money off TikTok at that point, you know?
yeah, it's crazy. It's really like, I'm thankful for the opportunity. And like with all that experimenting, like I've learned a ton about TikTok. I've learned things I didn't think I would learn for
Oh,
just
yeah.
posting videos. Um,
Algorithms definitely help. If for
mhm,
anybody watching, even for like you with the YouTube thing, the faceless YouTube thing, algorithms really do help. If you were to study the hashtag algorithms and stuff, I think HubSpot or something like that has the TikTok algorithm course or something. They
mhm.
released a free course or something. Uh, just study algorithms, study what hashtags are going where. And like you said, you probably blew up the way you did because you were posting so much. So the algorithm finally picked you up and took you and carried you the rest of the way. And that's the thing. That's why most people fail is because they don't realize that, oh, I'm going to post a video every day. No, you got to post a bunch in order for the algorithm to finally pick you up and finally take you the rest of the way.
Hmm.
Uh, from what I learned, most of the algorithm it picks you up in your own state. So like most people are broadcasting to their own state. It takes a minute to finally get out of your state to even to other countries with TikTok and stuff. Even with YouTube, with Facebook ads, like or not Facebook ads, with Facebook organic traffic and stuff. Like if you were to post a ad and try to in a what was I going on about? If you were to post an ad in a group and stuff, it'd take a minute to actually get to somebody with algorithm.
Yeah,
Because yeah, go ahead.
yeah. I mean, I've definitely with like I pay attention to the algorithm. Like, I'm pretty strategic with when I post because of the algorithm. Because like I can look into the analytics and stuff, and it tells me where my like most action happens within the day. So, like for me, for example, um, I'm in the Alaska Standard Time. So right now it's 2:30 about where I'm at. So I'll post at like 8 a.m. Between 8 and 9 a.m. And then I'll wait till noon to post. Then 4 p.m. is when I post another one, and then 6 or 6:30 is when I post the last one for the day. And that's mostly just because I've looked at the analytics and seen where the spikes in views were and things like that, and the activity and stuff. So
Oh yeah,
that's helped for sure. Um, but yeah, like consistency is for sure a huge thing. Um,
oh
and
yeah.
it,
In order to get recognized in general, you know.
yeah, and so definitely noticed the analytics change so much. It's insane with TikTok. You always have to be on your toes, thinking about like, okay, how are the analytics now? you could definitely notice a difference in it. And one of the things I was talking to on the last live that I did, we were talking about what videos seem to blow up and what don't. And the ones that don't are really the most valuable like videos that have info and stuff in them. And the ones that do blow up are basically the ones that teach you how to make money online. And then that's when those haters come in and they're like, oh, like you teach no value. You don't do info and stuff. And like basically it's basically what I do is I'll comment to them and be like, check out past videos if you'd actually look at my content, and instead of going straight to the gun and telling me that I don't post valuable info, I do. It just doesn't blow up like these videos do. So
Right. Well, I mean, you gotta also think, you know how hard it is to put valuable info in 60 seconds? Like, you're talking
yeah,
about making thousands of dollars. You can't show people how to make thousands of dollars in seconds. Like,
yeah, that's the other hard thing for sure. Is like I've also noticed the 15-second videos work the best, and that's the hardest thing to do. Like it's insane. So, but I have noticed 15-second videos work the best, along with just having the music playing in the background of the video and basically pointing at like wherever in the video, showing
right.
text at the top works the best for views. Um, and then the other thing that I seems kind of weird, I treat TikTok like it's YouTube. Um, with the whole, when you post the video, it has a thumbnail there
Right.
that you can edit
Yeah.
and stuff. I've experimented with that as well, and I, for example, posted a video one time, um, and it kind of flopped. It didn't do very well, and I believe it was like an hour or two right after that video, I just reposted that very same video, the same exact video, just changed the thumbnail along with the description as well, and that video blew up. It was the same video that flopped, but I just changed the thumbnail and the description, and it blew up, and maybe some hashtags as well. Um, so things as little as that can change the video, and it's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that algorithm, everything is so crazy with it. Like, I've seen videos because I'm doing the stock thing, so I'm doing the marketing for him. I've seen some of their videos go from like 50,000 views to 2 million, and like that's just one video difference. And I'm like, how are you getting that type of analytical boost to like 2 million views and stuff? So like, it's very crazy on TikTok. You can definitely blow up very fast using it.
yeah, and yeah, and that kind of goes into another thing that works really well is when you do get that video that blows up that gets about over 10K views, or especially like the 100K views, definitely repost it. Like,
Yeah,
take as much as you can out of that video because it will blow up. It'll most likely blow up again. Whatever it is with the analytics, again, it decides to blow up that same video until you run it dry, basically. But
right.
it will blow up a second time if you repost it. So that's one thing I've been doing a lot recently, is reposting those popular videos that I've had like blow up within like 2 weeks and stuff. So that's helped me get my followers and get those conversions and commissions and things like that. Um, so yeah, that's another big thing with TikTok, to implement for sure.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and then as for like the conversion set, so this is one thing I was watching the compliance video with Legendary that they were doing where Dave talks about basically that email,
Yeah.
and so this gave me a really good opportunity to be able to talk about what's in that video and stuff. He kind of goes over being like, I'm not saying I haven't been real with anybody. I've definitely been real with everybody that on my videos and stuff, TikTok. But he talks about being real and don't beat around the bush type of thing, and like don't lie in your content basically. And
Yeah.
because he says like, and it's pretty much like obvious that if you lie about things like that, you're gonna get hate and things like that. So the way to look at it is like definitely like be honest with the content and stuff, be transparent and everything. Otherwise, like you'll get these guys that want to make money quick. Like if you do like a disclaimer at like in your video or something, which is something I'm gonna start implementing too. Again, is like you'll get those guys that want to actually like, oh, this guy's real. I'm gonna invest the $7, and with us being affiliates for Legendary, like we get those high ticket commissions. Like for example, if you were to lie about content and you still get people to like sign up for the $7 product, um, they may see on the challenge stuff that you kind of lied about or whatever, and not buy into those higher end products to where like you won't get the high ticket commissions. So, yeah, just like transparency for sure. So you'll get those like really good customers, and they're most likely to buy more of the products that Legendary has to offer.
Right.
And I was just mainly like wanted to talk about that for like anybody watching this live at some time.
Turn on the light real quick. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
Got dark really fast here.
Yeah, I know it's about to get dark here too.
No, but yeah, I tell people starting off exactly what they're getting into. I don't short sell it. Yes, there are upsells. Yes, there is stuff that you can buy beyond the $7. But everything that you get with $7, my personal experience, and from what I've seen, many others' personal experience, is worth the $7.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's that saying, it takes one bad apple to ruin the bunch, you know, and there are those people that are trying to promote this as, oh, you can get this, this, and that, and it doesn't offer that. But I'm very straightforward with the skills that I've learned that I implement for myself everywhere. I mean, I come from welding, so every skill that I learned came from Legendary Marketing. So
so you could. I just like lost my train of thought there. But yeah, like definitely be transparent. It'll help you in the long run for sure. Like that, I think that's what like gets people is they don't think of like the future and like how it'll affect you later on. They're just getting that instant gratification type of stuff. But as far as like the conversion side of things and what I believe has been able to like get me to where I'm at now is pretty much so I'm sticking with the specific niche, which is like the wealth niche, right?
right.
So basically my like every video that I make is has to do with Legendary. I've made so many videos that had to do with the 15-day challenge that really I basically am I how do I say it? Like
It's already your niche.
I have no choice but to make commissions. Is basically it. Like
Right. It's already your product. It's your niche. What I tell people is like, it's the Legendary Marketer course is like, if you do become an affiliate for them, it's an education niche at that point.
Yeah.
You know, you're an educator because now you're not only affiliate marketing for them and promoting the course, you're also taking the time to offer your services like this. I mean, they don't pay you extra for doing this.
Yeah.
But you get paid for promoting the products and the way you market your products. Yeah, you can theoretically go on Facebook and place a paid ad and still get a bunch of commissions theoretically because they give you that option. But for people like me and you who don't have the money, what you're doing is like, thank you to you, man, is you're teaching people how to get organic traffic without spending that extra money. And that's knowledge that is honestly worth a lot that you're giving for free. And people don't realize that yes, you're an affiliate for Legendary Marketer. Yes, you're promoting for them, but you're educating too. You're giving ways to make money and help people, learn. It's not
Yeah.
just about the course. It's about you need to learn. And that's your niche. Your niche is the Legendary Marketer, where others are drop shipping. People do the drop shipping courses.
Mhm.
What's the difference? I mean,
Yeah. I like, yeah. So like the reason, like kind of added on to that and why I am doing these lives now is for the, like, how valuable the info can be. Like, um, so the first video call I had, I did it as a Zoom call and it was just private. Like, no, it wasn't live or anything. Which I kind of regret because we kind of talked about really great stuff. But, um, and so I was gonna do another like video call with someone, and last minute, literally 30 minutes before I talked to him, I was like, "Hey, wait, like, do you mind if we go live? Actually, I can do it onto my Facebook page, and like we'll go live and see if we can help other people out if they watch my video." And he was like, "Oh yeah, like that's good." And I was like, "Yeah, the reason why is because like we could talk about some very valuable info that can help other people." Um, and so yeah, that's why I like do these lives, is because I want to help a bunch of, like, as many people as I can, and it's a free way to do so. And so um, and it was me. I get a lot of the same questions a lot of the time, and so I take advantage of these lives to be able to like address them, and maybe it'll help whoever has the same question. So,
yeah. Well, I
so
mean, no two minds are alike either. So, I mean, you're getting the more people you interview, the more you're helping different-minded people.
yeah, I get like a bunch of different valuable info from each person that I get on here. Like what we talked about here, what you gave me and stuff was like really good info to like know, and it has even given me some ideas and stuff. So like that's
Yeah,
also
no, and that's stuff people charge for too. Is that's the crazy part. Like some of the courses that I've been looking into, everything I normally learn, I learned from just trial and error. Like that's the successful entrepreneur way is you're going to fail a lot. So like me being stubborn headed, doing the YouTube automations, it was a process to learn, and people do charge for it, and I do see why they charge for it. But then again, it's now the day and age where if you can do it for free, why not do it for free? I'll make money off of the product that I promote. Now, me teaching people is just me building my name. Like Gary Vee, like you mentioned him earlier, that
mhm.
guy is just unstoppable at this point. I don't know if you see the new stuff he's doing, but like you got to think he was in our shoes once.
Yeah,
Like he doing his dad's business and stuff. People
yeah.
thought he was probably crazy and thought, wow,
He's he's like very inspirational to me. He's literally
yeah,
like, especially right now with COVID and stuff, like he's really doing a lot of free stuff, getting all that attention for doing all this free stuff for people, and he's somehow making money off of it. And he gets all these deals and stuff for getting noticed by people. Like he like getting people seeing it. It's just so much like he's just a big inspiration to me that like I eventually would like to be like inspiring others. Like I get these, sometimes I get these messages, these personal messages that like thank me for helping people, guide them to this challenge. And I've had multiple like comments and personal messages telling me that I have inspired them and stuff. And I was like, well, that's kind of crazy. I didn't expect to
yeah,
inspire people, but that's awesome. Like that's really awesome. And I
yeah.
so
It's the
I
age
really
where they're Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say I really do like. I really do believe helping people the free way and getting like I don't know. It's just something that I really like, and becoming maybe some type of figure to help others out, and not having to make them pay for something they could just learn themselves or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, oh, I got the same dream, man. I got the same dream. Yeah, no. So I honestly, it most people don't realize is you do get paid for your videos, and that's the day and age we live in. So now, if you do brand yourself like you are, like I am, eventually all the information you give out, it's free. So you will be getting paid for it, like the YouTube automation thing. If you were to do that and start making money on teaching people on YouTube, you no longer will have to charge people. And that's where I get kind of upset because there's these billionaire gurus that are making billions of dollars off of you just for selling you a course that you can learn easily for free from you or me or anybody else who's been an affiliate marketer that's, you know, trying to take the course that we're taking.
Yeah, yeah. It's just yeah. I'm just glad that we're in something where we can help others. And like again, it's given us so much knowledge to be able to like potentially build our own brand, which is actually what I'm also doing with doing these as well. Is like I just got my own business license not too long ago called Affiliate Mindset, and just kind of organically building that up for, and I kind of think of this as like again back to Gary Vee. He did what over 100 videos before people started watching his content, and so I'm not expecting to get like thousands of people watching lives, but who knows? That could happen. I don't know. I mean,
It's better to be a creator than a consumer at this point. I mean, you got to think this will be on the internet forever
mm-hmm.
compared to me not doing anything, to you not doing anything. People are going to be watching this video 5, 10, 20 years from now and, you know, learning some amazing information and getting some super value from this. Even from like people from Gary Vee, he says even if it's just your leg, post.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen that video, but post.
I
like
did.
even if it's
crazy.
like, come on now.
Yeah.
Like your words mean a lot. People's words mean a lot. You don't have to necessarily put your face behind your words. Like you can be a voice actor or something, but you don't need a face to build a brand. It's the words and honestly how you present it that'll build you. And a lot of these people are building themselves out like it's not cool, you know, like I'm not gonna pay $900 for something when Gary Vee, like you said, teaches you how to do stuff for free. Like the whole what's his one thing? The Trash Talk. I don't know if you've seen that series.
I've heard a little bit of it.
He just basically goes around garage sales and finds items and flips them.
Yeah. I think that's
I mean
it's crazy.
Man makes $1 million or more. This man's rich as hell, you know, pardon my French, but going around collecting other people's garage sale stuff and flipping it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what's stopping anybody else? This man has thousands of things that he could possibly be doing with his, you know, with all the stuff that he's capable of, and he's able to do that. I mean, honestly, he's just a huge inspiration, and like, I think you and people like us, you know, are going to be the next step for the next generation, hopefully, to get off their butts and hopefully do something with their lives.
Well, exactly. And like also the main focus for these as well, with the whole like like the one of the focuses being we give out valuable info, which is why I came up with the idea of doing these lives now. Along with that, one of the other things I like to focus on is like we've also been doing it this whole time is inspiring and motivating people. I mean, I I just came up with an idea of like, maybe I should do something that's dedicated to just motivating people to do stuff, or like
Yep.
get off their butt and do it. Like, don't want. Wanting is for people that are making excuses. Like
Yeah.
anyone can do it. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. You can make money doing whatever you want. Like in this day and age, I was telling my girlfriend, for example, she is really into crafts and stuff. So she just does that for fun. And I was like, you know what you could do? Like, just you can, with TikTok being so crazy, just make a video of you just crafting something. Those videos I know will blow up.
Oh
I've
yeah.
seen those crafty videos that are on the For You page that have millions of views. And I'm like, you can make money doing that. Like, and she has a ton of hobbies that has the potential to make money online. So, um, with like with the help of Legendary again, they've given me some ideas and helped me out to even help someone like her who has all these like all these interests and things that she can turn into something she didn't know it can turn into. So, um,
Oh yeah.
and so like definitely be a doer. Don't be a wanter. Wanters are people that make excuses and just won't ever do it. So that's what
Well,
we've been. Oh, you
yeah,
can go
they
ahead.
call it, sorry, man. They call it the 1% for a reason. I mean, because only 1% of people will actually do it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'll use the example for my sister. She's not a big health nut. I personally work out a lot, so like, I've been getting on her, and I said something to her about how don't lie to me. I know you're not going to do it because
Mhm.
that's not. I know you. You know you. But that's most people's mindset is like, oh, I'm gonna try it out for a day and then never do it again. And that's why they're not the 1%. That's why they're not rich and not making millions of dollars like people who are doing this already. I mean, you've heard about the 17-year-old kid that's making like $17,000 or something doing this. I mean, I'm sure he's a doer, not a
I
sit
I had him
around.
on. I had him on the live last time I did this.
Nice.
So we
See?
talked really good stuff on that.
Yeah,
So
see, exactly. I mean, you gotta, it's an entrepreneur mindset. Only 1% of people will do it. And for those 1% of people, rock on, guys. Like, you are truly the future. You gotta think those people are going to be the next foundational people of the future, the people that are going to be investing in the new technology, into the new future, creating the new video games that you're going to be consuming because they put their time up, they took the time to learn and do things right, made the money to now they can influence and become whatever they want. They can create whatever video game they want or whatever movie they want, and they have the funds to do that. And that's one of the things that I try telling people is even if it's not legendary marketing, learn a high income skill.
yeah,
Learn something that people don't know, and you'll be more valuable than the guy next to you. I mean, at this point, like if you get on Upwork, list some of your abilities on Upwork, and you can charge theoretically up to $150 an hour for running ads on Facebook, for creating funnels for companies. Like personally, I go out and I reach Colorado businesses and tell them, hey, I'll make you a funnel, email list, I'll do all this for you, I'll make you a Facebook page and optimize it to where it's super fancy, and you can charge people money for that. You can
yeah,
charge them thousands of dollars for that just for making a Facebook page.
yeah. So yeah, it's simple. You just have to do. I mean, uh, Dave Sharp, the owner of Legendary, he's an example of that, and he also talks about how the average person that does do the 15-day challenge won't continue to do it and makes nothing from it because a lot of the time they're in it to make money really quick, so they just give up. Um, And then some other times is like they say they're gonna get it, and then they'll start it like later on, maybe in the week or something, and then they completely forget about it or whatever it is. Um, and there's even people that just aren't willing to put in that hard work, like the hard work you're putting in, the hard work I'm putting in. Um, like if you're willing to put in the hard work, patience, and stay motivated and persistent and all that, like it'll come one day. It will. It no
Yeah.
if you keep sticking with it and be work or hard at work and everything, and you believe it'll work for you, it will. And like I can't tell you how many people I've had sign up with the challenge, and a ton of them haven't even started the 15-day challenge, and it's been 3 months now, and I still have people from 3 months ago that didn't start it yet, and they bought it though. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like you found that thing that could get you the skills to start your own thing and become self-employed or whatever you want to do. You just have to do. So
Yep.
yeah. And so yeah, and like I said, you're a really good example. Of you're still hard at work and stuff, and nothing's come yet, but I really do believe it will if you stick with it, stay dedicated, persistent,
Oh, yeah.
and
Even
don't
if
let
even if I weren't to get a commission affiliate marketing for Legendary Marketer, which I know I will because this is a great course and it has so much value. But the skills that I've learned, I like I said, I do more than just affiliate marketing now from the skills that I learned. You can take your skills that you learned from them, like the copywriting skills, the being able to run ad skills. You can take those skills and you can put it anywhere.
Mm,
Let's be honest. And that's one of the things that I see most people don't do is they'll take the 15-day business builder challenge, assume that in the 15 days they'll get everything they need and they won't have to do anything ever again.
yeah,
That's not what happens is you get it's a 15 days of learning and then you implement your learning and start going from there and building yourself up.
yeah,
And it's not going to be like here, now you're a millionaire at the end of the course. It's like here, now you can implement your skills that we just taught you. Now you can make thousands of dollars if you actually implement your skills.
yeah, exactly. Now you could start. Like after the
Yeah.
15 days, now you could start working on your stuff. We given you all the knowledge you need to be able to start. Is what it
Yep.
is. And I think that's what confuses people as well. Is like they think the 15-day challenge is they'll make money in 15 days. So
Right. Well, that's like college too. You're going to go to college for 8 years, and during those 8 years, you're not going to get the top job until you complete 8 years of college. And then you have to start doing your practice. So, like doctors, once they do 8 years of college or whatever, they start fresh at doing whatever. They're at the bottom again.
yeah,
They did 8 years just to start at the bottom again and build themselves back up. And that's what a lot of people need to realize is any course you do, any schooling you do, is afterwards, that's when you start implementing your skills. And
yeah, yeah. So it's just it has to. I like to tell everyone it has to do with mindset. That's the biggest thing with this whole industry. You have to have a good mindset. You can't be negative all the time. Also,
yeah,
you can't let those. This is one thing that even I struggle with a little bit still. But you can't let those haters get to you.
oh, yeah.
And if you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong. But you will get haters once you start making it like big and stuff. Like that's not that's a something that will happen. And
Oh, yeah. Like Gary
and
Vee, again, I'm sure he has a bunch of haters. Every famous
yeah,
person has haters. Everybody has haters. But those haters are just people that don't have the courage to do what you're doing. Like,
yeah,
if you look at any famous person ever, they were at their beginning, they were doubted, and nobody believed that they would do it. Everybody tells the story of after people get famous, not how they got famous. And that's the biggest thing is this is the steps to your foundation of in 10 years, you might be the next Gary Vee. In 5 years, you might be the next Gary Vee. And that's the thing most people don't realize is people grow old. And what happens when there's not anybody left to teach? So there has to be new teachers. And that's what I say about actors too. Like all the nice actors that are going away, we need new actors. Like even if you weren't to do affiliate marketing or anything, go to become an actor. You have to think in 10 years, you can be doing something great, but you
Yeah.
have to start doing it now.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's like the best thing, and I don't, I don't know where I'm gonna be if I continue to do this, do these lives, continue with affiliate marketing. I could hardly even imagine where I'll be 10 years from now. Like that's kind of hard to imagine, but it could be something that's I could have never imagined. Like I'm saying right now, like
Yeah.
I'm making it kind of small right now, but who knows? I could be huge in 10 years or even 5 years, and anyone can be that way as long as you
Yeah.
start now and not save it for later.
I mean, ask yourself ask a year ago did you imagine you'd be here now? I mean, I didn't. Like,
That yeah, that's perfect. I couldn't imagine doing this. I mean, a year ago, I knew I gave up on the like. I was already in the mindset of even if I thought about this company, I wasn't ever going to do it again because it didn't work for me. Look at
right.
me now, I'm doing it. So
And you're a great example of like the people that pick it up later and don't realize. Like, I watched a lot about I watched Tony Robbins. So I watched a story about this woman who threw one of his books down and didn't read it, and 5 years later she picked it up, read it, and it changed her life forever. And that's the type of things that people don't realize is like this $7 course. Yeah, you may think it's a scam, yeah, pyramid scheme, all that, blah blah blah. But when you actually pick it up and you actually start it and realize that it wasn't, you're gonna regret all those years that you didn't do it. Don't be a 40-year-old person thinking about how 20 years ago you could have been rich. And
mm,
that's the biggest thing I stress to people is you don't want to work the 9 to 5 the rest of your life. You got people. I come from a very like job working background, so I also was an assistant manager at Pizza Hut. So like I was leading 50 to 7-year-old people as a manager, and that broke my heart. And that's another thing I hope people realize is like not everybody's out to catch you. It's more of you actually have to work for it. Like, don't be that 7-year-old being told by a 20-year-old what to do.
yeah, I mean that's a perfect example of again like this big hater I had this morning. Honestly, kind of ruined my day because like he was also like arguing with someone in my comments that was on my side and knew it wasn't fake, but he was basically saying it was a scam. Um, and this person was on my side. Normally, I don't check my comments till like noon or something because I just don't need that negativity in, early on in the day. And
Yeah.
so it slightly ruined my day just because of all the things that he said. But I mean, doing these make me feel a whole lot better, surrounding myself with positivity and stuff. But basically, he was saying, "This is a scam. I hope you feel good about doing this to people." Blah 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 blah. And um, the person that was on my side, like fighting back, and was like, "Man, this guy's mindset." And he was like, "Oh, you're just a degenerate. Like, you get what you dish out. Like, good luck making a living off of this, blah blah blah." And I was like, all right, whatever. This guy needs to get off. Like, I had to block him. I rarely block people,
And,
even on social media, people that I don't know, just because like I don't like to do that. But I just do that because I can't have. First of all, I don't want that negativity in my life if it's that
I
bad.
know.
Second of all, he could ruin it for everybody who this can potentially help. Like, people can look in comments and see that one comment that says it's a scam, and they're like,
Yep.
"Oh, it's a scam. I'm done. Like,
Yep.
so
And that's the bad part about this is like a lot of people will rely on other people, and you can't base it on other person's judgment. Everybody's different. Like what I find useful, you might not find useful. Like
mhm,
I may have gotten so much experience from the course and think it's worth $10,000, but you may have only gotten what you feel is $5 out of the course. You know, everybody's different. Like I don't know what Joe Smo already looked up on the internet about this before, so they're gonna assume that me selling this course that they could learn for free on the internet is a scam, when really the course that you're selling is oriented, organized, and now you don't have to Google 20 different things to find out what different terminology means. I
yeah, you
mean,
don't have to be like everywhere on the internet, like getting lost,
yeah,
confusing yourself, that type of stuff.
I tell people the $7 is paying for convenience of not wasting your time. I mean, theoretically, people are making an average of $15 an hour. You will spend more time looking this up online than the $7 that you just spent. If you value your
Exactly.
time at $15 an hour, though, some people value their time at $10 an hour or less. Like, and that's what I tell people: value your time at $50 an hour minimum, because that's how much your time's worth. You will
Mhm.
never get that time back. So start looking to things that will make your time worth $50 an hour. Otherwise, you're gonna be worth that $10 an hour. If you want to do $10 an hour work, go ahead. But if you're looking to do $50 an hour, $100 an hour, like when I was working for Ford, if we delayed Ford for a minute, they made $7,000 a minute for being delayed. I want to be that guy. I want to be the guy that gets paid $7,000 a minute,
Mhm. That's
and that's
insane.
what that's what a lot of people don't see in themselves is like, oh, I'm making $15 an hour. I'm on top of the world. I was making $20 an hour as a welder. I honestly did not. I was not making good living. I wasn't able to pay all my bills, and I was struggling. And that's making $20 an hour. People are making less than that and still struggling and doing the same.
Mhm.
So everybody's different, and everybody should look for their own type of thing, whether it's this or that, you know. And that's why I don't like the people, the haters, is because they won't ever try it in their life. Those are the people that will be working the 9 to 5 for the rest of their life, not believing that flipping cards will make you an extra $15. Like Gary Vee, again, bought a truck, bought a like toy truck and flipped it for $30. Spent $5, made $30. That's more than somebody makes an hour somewhere,
Yeah.
and that's
It,
crazy to think about.
yeah, and like I don't know. I don't argue with any haters at all ever. Usually,
Yeah,
the biggest argument I would do would be just no, I'm actually just helping people when they say it's a scam or why do I do this to people, things like that. I'm like, no, I'm actually in it. I've said that to like a hater for real, and they're like, oh, thanks for being honest. Like that's all I needed to hear. And um, but like I like this morning again, like that same guy, I told him like I'm only doing the like it's not a scam. I'm just trying to help others, and he was like, all right, just go with whatever you say. And but they, I just think it's crazy how they're willing to take time out of their day to make someone feel like crap. And
yeah,
it's
it's definitely
insane.
not cool.
I mean, why do you want to make someone feel bad if like I mean yeah there are those scammers and stuff like that shouldn't be scamming, but if I'm willing to comment back and explain what the product is, how it could help you, and tell you that I'm helping people, that I want to help people, and they're like, oh screw you, like that's not it, you're making up stories and blah blah blah, like why do you want to make people feel like crap? And like things like that. I don't get it at all.
Yeah, people's mindsets towards the entrepreneur world in general is just very negative. I've
Yeah.
seemed to find out like a lot of my family don't support what I do. So I feel it on a level. Like haters are haters, but in 10 years, what's going to happen when you're the next Gary Vee and he realizes that what you were selling was legit and he could
Yeah,
have also been the next Gary Vee? You know,
exactly. I mean, it's crazy if you go against what people say, but it's something you enjoy and you think will work in the future, or you know that it'll work in the future, but everyone says no, like you're crazy. It'll be the greatest thing. Like even a year from now, like it could
or,
be that short, or as long as 10 years from now. Um, and you're making it big. Like then they're getting. That's the best thing is then you get people that are like, wow, like this is what like he's made it big, and I doubted him, and so like that kind of goes. I kind of had a little taste of that. Um, so going back to the 2 years ago thing when I quit, biggest thing was like my family said it was a scam, and they didn't think it was real. So I was like, okay, whatever. Like I guess I'm done. I guess you can't make money online that easy, and so me coming back to this, I was like, all right, I'm telling nobody but my girlfriend. I'm keeping it all to myself because I feel like that's the best thing I could do. And that really is like that could be the best thing you could do is just not tell anybody and let the results and your actions show rather than you telling before all that happens. So, like, that's what I exactly did. Um, this time I didn't tell my family, I didn't tell anybody. And after I started making a good income with like Legendary, that was when I finally told my family, and I was like, "Hey, guess what? I am making like I have a full time job now." And they're like, "Oh, doing what?" And I was like, "I'm self employed." And they're like, "How?" And I was like, "This is that same program I took 2 years ago that you guys said would not work. And said it was a scam. And guess what? I'm making a full time income with it." And my dad especially, he was like, "That's crazy! Like, congratulations!" Because he was the one that was also like, "No, no, your older brother did something like this, and he got scammed." And I was like, "Well, look at me now. I didn't tell you guys, but that was a great, like a really cool thing was telling them something that I started making a living off of when they said I couldn't. So um, we'll see 10 years down the road and how all these
yeah,
haters and people are looking at me or anybody else watching this that wants to do something big. You never know where you can be from 10 years from now. Like that hater that was hating on the post this morning could see me 10 years down the line, and I'm on a stage talking. I don't know.
yeah.
And like,
While they're
wow,
still working the 9 to 5, man.
exactly.
Like,
And he regret.
yeah, what I tell people is your dreams are what you make them. Like I tell my little brother and sisters all the time, school it only takes you so far. Your dreams will what make you who you are. You know, like yeah, I can go get a job I can go right now, get a job making about $25 an hour as a welder in Colorado. I don't though. Like that's my option. Like I
Yeah,
don't though. Because I chose to be financially free and be my own entrepreneur. And that's what a lot of people don't see is it's possible. It is. We're in the day and age where it's possible. You got to think the next step. Like I was talking to somebody the other day. The next step is augmented reality. What's going to happen when augmented reality adds? Like you have to think in 5 years, so much is going to be different. I mean, look what happened in a year with COVID and everything. Things have
yeah,
changed in a year, let alone 5 years from now. So what a lot of people need to realize is it is possible. No matter what, whatever your dream is, whether it's being an astronaut to being a scientist to being even a lamp seller, somebody who sells just lamps, you can do it. I mean, that's it. It's a dream that you have to follow. We're in the day and age where you can go do anything you want. The internet is vast. The world
yeah,
is vast, and that's the
yeah.
crazy part.
It is. You can. It could even start as simple as having this little side hustle that you just wanted to make a little bit of money off of, some extra cash, to you being able to quit that 9 to 5 job that you thought you would never quit and making the side hustle a full-time job plus more, even like making extra cash. Like, so
Yeah.
it's as small as that. And like, I've grown up thinking you just have to find whatever you can to make it, like to make money and make a living. I've just trying grown up learning how to just find a job to be able to make a living. Never learned, like never been taught how to find something you completely enjoy doing. And I've always been taught to find something that'll work for now until you
Could afford to do what you want later.
exactly. And with that, I just have never been able to make anything work that I liked. Like, or been able to afford anything that I like to be able to start up with. So basically, COVID gave me this whole opportunity with all this free time and everything. So took advantage of it, and it's turned out really well. It's still have things to work through, but that's the whole process.
Well, yeah, and that's a big thing is a lot of entrepreneurs fail, and that's the biggest thing. To become successful, you have to fail. Even if it's 1 to 100 times, it's gonna happen. You're gonna get it eventually. And the day you pop, that day will be the happiest day of your life. I guarantee it.
Yeah, it was crazy. So this was actually a great live here. Like, I didn't expect any of this. This ended up being the whole motivational video thing, which I like. I like these to be a mix of motivation and value. And so, but yeah, kind of a quick recap on the TikTok thing. Yeah, definitely consistency is key. Biggest thing for, if you want to grow, for anybody that wants to grow on social media, like consistency is key. More specifically, TikTok for sure. 3 to 4 videos a day. I'm doing at least 4 videos a day, and it's working out really well. Also, kind of getting on those trends, whatever trends, like this trendy song or trendy hashtags or whatever. Those will help for sure. Giving value is a easy thing to do on there, to get people to follow you more and stuff like that. And then I'd say as far as legendary and wanting to make conversions that way, definitely do a couple more videos promoting the 15-day challenge and then telling them link in the bio if you want to gain all this knowledge and start something up for yourself or things like that. So yeah, and then feel free if you want to go back to these videos and repost them to your TikTok or something. I definitely don't mind. That's something I have been thinking about doing with these lives, is just taking little clips and then putting them on TikTok. The valuable parts and things like that. This one was really good for motivation. This one was great.
If you don't mind, I would love to use this. I definitely would love to share this. And
I don't mind at all.
Great. And I'll definitely send you the link for the YouTube automation thing, so you can look up that. Definitely, man, because all the software that I use is free, so it definitely helped me start that side of the side hustle.
That'll definitely help me out. I'd need that stuff for sure. So I look forward to looking at it.
Oh yeah, man. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you, man.
Oh, thanks for being on here. This was great info, and definitely I'm myself going to look back on this video for sure, even for motivation.
Yeah, man. We did what we had right here was great.
Yeah, exactly. And if you'd like later on in the future, month or so down the road, if you want to be back on here, we could definitely make that happen.
Yeah, man, for sure. Well, I mean, you gave me a bunch of ideas too, so hopefully I can have you on a live stream too sometime,
Definitely don't mind. That'd be awesome.
Thanks, yeah, man. Well, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, man.
Oh, you too. Thank you. This was a great one.
And thank you for everybody who watches this and who's going to watch this.
Yeah, this is valuable.
Yeah. All right.
All
Bye,
right, well,
man.
I will definitely stay in touch, and I will see you here soon.
All right. Peace.
See ya. All right. So that we just ended the live, or about to end the live. That was really some valuable stuff. This was an hour and 30 minutes. So this will stay on my Facebook page along with my YouTube channel. So yeah, if you want, you can go check those out. About to head off here. Not too sure when we'll have another live person, but yeah, keep in tune for all this, and you'll see when I go live again with another guest.